I know, daft question. Are we all ready? Ugh.
I mean, I'm ready to experience Aki in his truest state.
It's
What do you mean?
Covered in piss, dicks on his face, with cat whiskers. Ah, yes.
I will remind you, he doesn't know the cat whiskers yet.
He doesn't. He doesn't know about his face
He
yet.
only knows about the piss.
Yeah.
okay then. When we last left off, our band of adventurers were investigating an attack on the Day of Sky Festival. You had initially given chase to some movement far in the jungle, successfully apprehending an insurgent. Under pain of torture, you forced him to take you to the insurgent base, where you were sort of, kind of, not really led into a trap. However, with parleying with seemingly the insurgent leader, she agreed to let you go with a small hint in regards to what happened at the festival. After quickly leaving the jungle, you decided to expand your search outward to the town itself, querying about this simic sleep that was mentioned in the letter, and in regards to the various individuals that live in the town itself. You found out that simic sleep is a poison that is difficult to get a hold of outside of the Republic armories, and that several of the individuals had been in tow for a very long time. Compiling all your information together, you start to paint a picture of what you assume happened, but needed more answers. So, Kindling was sent out to spy on the barracks, looking for this elusive inside man that was mentioned. Spotting some movement leaving the barracks and running for the forest, he gave chase, but not fully into the jungle. Returning back to the washed up sailor, you all decided to camp out for the night near the jungle to see if the individual returns. You spent the night resting and watching and pranking until the morning came. And that is where we left off. So, Aki, your watch comes to an end. There is no sign of any individuals coming back from the forest.
I don't think anyone's coming. Can I like see like people in the distance like getting up and like movement in the town now? It's like early morning.
You do see a little bit of movement around the town.
Okay, let's go. I guess if whoever went to the forest probably is going to come this way. Right, better just get everyone up and tell them we missed our mark. You know, and then I'll go around camp, tapping everyone on the shoulder and waking them up.
Okay.
No.
Are they here?
Nope. No, sadly all clear. No one's there. I guess whoever we were following into the forest must have exited at a different route. Didn't come back through our way.
Curious.
Indeed. Right, can I see the barracks from where I am?
In the distance, yeah.
Oh, okay. Did I spot any movement during the night? Did I spot any movement in and out of the barracks?
You saw what you would assume was like the changing of the guard, but
Okay, just wondering.
you didn't see anyone move away from the barracks, if that's what you're referring to.
Okay. Well, it didn't look like this worked. I'm not sure what we do now, to be honest. I was hoping to catch someone doing this. If as befuddling as that forest is, they might have come out the way they came in, but alas not.
Maybe they're still there.
Well, we could do it now that we have the gift of daylight. We could do something of a sweep of the first of the inroads into the forests. If we all split up and set up cones of observation.
That is definitely an option. Indeed.
Toto's like avoiding eye contact with Aki as he says, "You go ahead." He takes out a ration. Bit hungry.
Well, I suppose. How long do we all think breakfast would take?
I can go out ahead.
It probably would not take too long, but Marine, we would definitely appreciate it, just to make sure.
It is of no issue.
Understood.
As they're talking, Mev is gonna get Havelock up, just kind of like shaking his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
What? What am I
Look. And she points to Aki and just snickers.
I'm gonna look at Aki. What the fuck?
Do I hear her saying what the fuck?
Are you being quiet about it, Havelock?
No.
With your perception, passive perception, you'd probably hear it.
Okay, let's go. Yes, I find the fact we didn't find our perpetrator in the night equally as disappointing. I agree, Havelock. Well, anyway, I suppose this is what Plan B's are for, isn't it?
Right. Yes.
Can anyone here start a fire?
I can try. Very used to what is needed. Some help would be helpful, obviously.
I would like to help.
Okay.
Wait.
Appreciate it, Havelock.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and scrounge down a ration as they do it. Mev's just shoving fucking dried meats into her mouth.
This adorable little gremlin. Oh,
Yeah.
bless her heart.
Okay. Getting a fire started is fairly easy. You are near a jungle after all, so there's a lot of kindling, a lot of wood.
This is how we start a forest fire.
And suddenly a bear in overalls comes walking out the jungle. No. Only you can prevent forest fires.
Suddenly, a lot of kindlings appear.
So, what's the plan now? I mean, we saw someone go in there, but they didn't come back out, or they went a different way. I mean, they're either still inside, or they're back at the barracks.
I'm curious, what do you all think about the situation? What we should do? I'm unsure.
I don't quite know. You could still be in there, but I'm guessing if it's our If it's our choir perhaps wouldn't enjoy sleeping rough like that, oh sure. With how thick and dense this place is, I'm not sure a good idea of separating as a exactly prescient.
We are also now pressed for a bit of time because we have a said meeting, right?
Yes, but I mean, only some of you have to go. Though I'm not sure if they would allow us all in the first place.
That's right. So that means we can, maybe, still keep a little bit of an eye on the situation out here in some way or fashion. Whatever you all think is the best move. I can definitely be the one to check in with the Barracks, to see developments and check on the captain, if possible.
Yes, of course. Didn't we promise to tend to his injuries and give something of an examination, didn't we?
Yes, we obviously know what ails him, but they do not. I simply plan to go in, use the requisite magics to identify it, and let them know, so they can feel rest assured.
Neverland's gonna look to Havelock again. What do you think, we should do? Because I know that Koto and Aki are probably going to go over there because they're the healer people.
Yeah, they are the healer people.
Oh.
I'm saying, what should we do? I mean, should we go into the forest and see if they are still there? Should we survey the barracks? Like, what do you think? Marine's already out there scouting.
Let's go to the forest. I don't quite trust him.
Okay.
The thing. The clunk.
Clunk.
Then I would definitely advise just caution. Please don't get in over your heads. We don't know the whole picture here, really. And we don't think we want to run into those insurgents again. I do not think it will be as nice a second time.
No worries, no insurgents.
Okay. It's a confusing and rough situation.
If it'll help, I can keep an eye on them.
Not gonna lie, I thought it would have been amazing if, she goes "Don't worry, no insurgents," and then she just turns to Havelock and goes, "What's an insurgent?"
What were you saying, Killen?
I'd be happy to watch over those two. Make sure they don't do anything risky.
Well, sometimes we might need the risk, but hopefully not now. Not until we know what we're dealing with. So, if you guys are comfortable staying out here, then so be it. Me and Aki can maybe meet with those at the barracks. Hopefully they do not require and ask for all of us. If they do, we will come back and look for you.
All right. Into the forest we go then. Come on, Havelock, hurry up, eat your breakfast.
I need no breakfast as I take some of my ration and nom nom nom.
I
Go
will
and finish your breakfast. Meanwhile, she isn't eating breakfast.
Before you guys go, since I've noticed it, if you guys find out anything and need to quickly get in contact with us, I'm sure you can already probably figure it out, but Keenan, you're pretty fast, and Havelock, I've seen you move very swiftly. I'm unsure if it was because of magics. Just run back over quickly so we can try and catch up.
Listen, if you hear explosions, you know shit's going down.
Oh.
Come on, Mev.
Oh, wait, I have one more thing.
Yeah, what's up?
Mevalair is going to look to Kindling,
Mm-hmm.
and Kindling, you hear in your head, we can do this to communicate.
Kimlin's gonna think back. That's a very nice feature.
Mm-hmm. I can do it to any person I can see, and you can reply with me. Oh, but I can only do it with one person at a time. You know, when more people are in your head, everyone's talking and it gets all fuzzy.
I understand. I can wait my turn.
People talk in your head, Mevler.
Mevalair looks to Koto.
He has a very distressed look on his face for a multitude of reasons.
It is a special ability that I have.
Ability.
Mm-hmm. And she'll look to Koto, and in his head, you can hear, see, I can talk to people like this if I can see them.
You see his mouth just kind of slowly open, surprised as he kind of takes in a deep breath. And he just nods at you and smiles. Understood.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, I was just showing him my special power.
Ah,
Now come on, that'll help us be extra sneaky, no talking.
Good luck, you all.
And Mev is gonna fucking skip along to the brush.
Does she? I mean, what? Wouldn't that technically be like what's it called? Difficult terrain.
It is.
Skipping through a dense jungle.
Yeah, the jungle is difficult
he's
terrain.
just getting the entrance.
Okay, fair enough.
Let me have my fun.
All right. You had lots of your fun the night before. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to go to the barracks and have that on his face.
I'll be the laughing stock of all the boys.
Okay.
Now, as soon as they leave and as me and Aki start leaving to go towards the barracks, Koto's face kind of drops and he just starts talking to Aki without looking at him. Aki,
Yes, what is it?
I must tell you something.
What?
I do not know why, but I think Mevler has inscribed runes of power upon your face.
Oh my god!
I do not know why she was ensconced to bless you this way, but I have never seen magic like it before, or
It's very
inscriptions like it before.
Bruh.
In my culture, jerk means mighty warrior. This goes. Let's go. Excuse me. She did what?
I don't fully understand it. She inscribed runes of power upon your face. They remind me of the word for wind. I don't know. It's a bit different though.
From where I come from, I haven't quite heard of giving someone runes of power, especially in their sleep.
Right. It is not familiar to my Orcish tribe either. Maybe it
Sure.
is seafaring. Some sort of
Tell you what,
seafarers.
I think I might know what she's done here, and I will unsheath my my scimitar and sort of look in the shining metal of it.
You see the markings via the reflection.
The cute little cat whiskers. Your nose is blacked out to be a little cat nose. There's dicks ejaculating on your face.
Charming.
And then there's jerk plastered on your forehead. In common, you know.
Oh yeah. Like, I thought it's like extra fuck with me who was in Druidic or something.
Just thought I should let you know. I'm not sure why she did not make pretty to you the boon that she gave you.
Yeah. While I'm sort of like looking into my sword, I just break out laughing and go. Oh dear. Okay. Oh well. And I will uncup my water bottle and then use like control water to basically wipe it off my face.
Holy shit, he's living in the next century. He's got a water bottle?
Fucking.
Toto's eyebrows raise.
Can he do that if it's ink? I don't know.
He gets some of it off, but it's ink. As I can say personally, it takes more than a single wash to get ink that's been drawn on your face off.
It's it's smeared.
It's
Yeah, there you go.
like some of
Like,
Why
all
are
he
you-
needs
why are
is
you
some
ridding
hand
of the rules?
sanitizer.
some of the lighter like scribbles have been washed off, but things like the nose is still blacked out. There's still a little bit of the word jerk on the head. Some of the dicks are still there. A few of the whiskers remain.
Oh no.
It's like,
It is as I feared, isn't it? That was a curse.
Yep, there's a witch. She hexed him.
well,
Are we sure
Well,
never
it's
learns
a,
not a warlock?
Oh.
it's
The reveal.
I think it's a curse of the. It's certainly a curse, but not of the magical variety. More of like an insult upon one's character.
An insult. Oh.
Yes.
Are you wholly alright then? Are you in good health?
I'm perfectly fine.
Oh, thank God.
It would take a lot. It would take a lot more to get a rise out of me, I'm afraid.
I was worried. I did not know what to say when I seemed to watch her inscribe your face. I was struck with fear.
Don't worry, Koto. You want to know. But see, it's just a harmless game. You see, deriving humor from by ridiculing someone else. You know, it's a harmless child's game. You see, it's nothing to be. It's nothing to be afraid or offended or horrified at. It's just a little bit of
Okay.
fun. Don't worry.
All right. As we're walking to the barracks, I'm just going to pull out my book and begin writing about how dicks are indeed a harmless insult. I'll keep that in mind as he draws the root of power in his book.
I'm getting so many Chester vibes from Mevelair already.
I do like the idea of this of just in the book, just like adding in like glyph of mockery, and this is a dick.
Mockery. Nice.
Okay. Does anyone have any preferences on what team we look at? Team Jungle or Team Barracks?
Are we gonna roll for it?
Someone from each team can roll for it.
Peach, do you want to roll or should I roll?
It's all up to you,
What are
Ed.
we rolling? I apologize.
We'll just roll and
I
see
wanna
which
roll
team
it.
we focus on.
You can roll.
Okay, we're focusing
Oh.
on Team Barracks.
Okay.
Alrighty, so Aki and Koto, you make your way towards the barracks. There are still several guards posted around. What is it that you wish to do?
Currently, I'm just writing some stuff.
I'm just going to approach whenever we're ready.
Okay. So, you head pretty much to the same doors that you went to previously. There are some guards there, and they just kind of like stop you as you approach. Like, oh, hold on. What are you coming here for?
Look at Aki and back to him. We are part of the group that assisted with the incident the other day, and we were asked to meet with someone at the barracks. Also, we are here to maybe help discern what is ailing the captain.
What's your name, please?
Koto Madurai.
He just reaches into his. What was I saying, Ed?
I ask it from the back. And I'm a Chris Reventore.
The other guard reaches into a pouch and just like pulls out a bit of parchment, just looks at it, just looks back. Yeah, these are the ones. Just puts it back in. Alright. Follow me and we'll take you to Viroy. And he opens the door, walks in. The other guard holds the door open for the two of you to make your way in. Do you follow him in? Or...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Alright. So, the barracks itself is rather small and cramped. There's enough room for you to move about well enough. A few of the guards do have to, like, sort of, like, you know, adjust themselves and, like, press against the wall a little bit. But the guard takes you down a corridor and then opens a door to the right near the end of it and just indicates for you to walk in. As you walk in, you're in a relatively barren room. You can see there's a bookshelf on one side of the wall. A map of the continent is pinned up on it. A desk is in the middle with a small cot sort of in the corner. At the desk, going through a few books, you can see what looks to be an elf. Difficult to ascertain his age, maybe somewhere in his 30s, possibly, maybe older. Dirty blonde hair, light green eyes. You can see his armor is on a armor stand nearby, but he himself is just simply wearing a simple white tunic. And as you sort of, you know, as you come in and the guard follows after, he just like taps the bottom of his spear to the floor twice, and the elf looks up. Just looks over to the guard. These are the healers who wanted to speak with you. Elf just nods and just waves the guard away. He quickly leaves the room and closes it. So, you're the two healers then that Baragon told me about.
Aye.
Indeed.
So, like, looks to you, Koto. I see, that makes sense. I do vaguely remember someone of your stature on the day of the attack.
Yes, we were... I was lucky enough to be next to the captain when he had gotten hit so that we could possibly heal him to avoid any lasting injuries from the arrow. And we are simply here to figure out what may be wrong. My friend Ak here is very good at medicine, as am I, a little bit.
Well, you have my thanks for coming to Captain Luca's aid. I just realised how bad that sounds, just in that tone, whatever.
Captain Lucasade.
God damn it, Ed! I was hoping you'd stay quiet about it.
They don't have Lucasade in America, you're fine.
Exactly. Well, allow me to give my thanks for coming to his aid when it was desperately needed. We are still searching, so I'm sure you can appreciate that any and all help would be necessary, be it medical for the captain or information. He points over to a door to the side. He's just through there. Yen is already looking at him.
While he's talking, could I? What would I use to sort of see, perhaps, if he hadn't gotten a lot of sleep last night?
Perception.
Would that be insight or perception?
Probably perception. Because you're not
Okay.
Because you're not like trying to discertain his words. You're just trying to see what he looks like.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. I sort of see like his sort of general like demeanor, basically, yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1, perception.
Oh,
Fuck. And then.
You're not able to tell.
And then 4. No.
A 9.
No, yeah.
Oh, no.
You're not too sure. You know elves are a little bit different when it comes to sleep, but you have no idea
Right.
what a bad night's sleep is for an elf.
God damn it! Like looking at stuff is my thing. God damn it. So, Viroy, was it?
Viroy.
So I take it you've taken the post of acting captain, yes?
Yes, I am the most experienced person here, so it seems only fitting, and that's how our structure works.
Of course. So what's the what happens now? What's the procedure for the tenure of an indisposed captain?
Well, first we need to see what's wrong with him. If it's relatively harmless, then odds are we'll simply send him to McGinn for recovery. We're not exactly equipped here to deal with wounded.
Have I heard of McGinn?
You've never been to Karmora?
Oh, it's a place.
Yes.
Ah. Yeah. And I'll just go. McGinn. Is that the name of the town physician or some sort of healer? Or
No. It's a town a day's travel from here. It's the Crossroads of the North, as it's so called. It's much larger than this place, so more capacity to deal with the wounded and such.
known as the. Was it the Crossroads of the North?
Yes. Let me just quickly double check
Oh, yeah,
on
that's-
my notes because I might have just
It's kind of-
shifted the words around a bit. The Northern Crossroads, it's actually called.
Okay, let's go. My apologies. I'm something of a newcomer to these lands. I'm still not quite. My knowledge of it is not still quite as it should be.
Well, if you need information, there is a map over there. Just points to the map that's on the wall. Feel free to take a look at it and write notes down if you need it.
All right.
Understood.
Thank you very much. So, where's the medical, where's the physician's office, or wherever you're keeping the captain?
I literally just pointed it out to you about a minute ago.
We will be on our way then. Thank you.
Fuck.
And he points again to the door that's to his right.
I like whisper to Aki. It's okay. I was lost in thought too. Once we get in the room, I have something to talk about.
I only got 4 hours sleep last night. I'm sorry.
No worries. Maybe it was the glyph of mockery.
Yes, perhaps it had some sort of restless sleep abilities to it. Perhaps he says that with a smirk.
So
I'm just to be honest with you, Koto. I'm just happy you didn't talk about it. Perhaps it's not something you do in polite society.
walk with confidence in those that shall believe it.
Indeed, good philosophy. And I think we head to the we head to where the captain's resting, Captain Luca.
Okay. So you open the door and let yourselves in. The room's cramped, and it doesn't help that there is 2 individuals beyond yourselves in there. The captain himself, who is currently lying on the bed, and Yen, who you can see is just sort of like dabbing a wet cloth over Luca's mouth. And as you come, it's like, "Oh, it's you two again."
Ah, Jan, good day to you.
Good to see you.
How's his condition? Improved?
No change whatsoever. I'm just simply making sure that he stays hydrated, and just lifts up the cloth.
He seems to be not looking too worse for wear. That is good. You're taking good care of him.
Yes. Unconscious but stable, I suppose. In the given situation, that's something of a lucky break.
I suppose, yes.
Now, you said before you weren't quite sure what exactly ailed him, correct?
Yes, you had your suspicions, and of course you gave me a small bit of residue. Unfortunately, how little there is, it's going to take some time to ascertain fully. If I had the vial that was used for it, it'd be easier.
Right.
Yes.
We simply wanted to just give a little bit of, first-person look to maybe try and discern a little bit better.
Indeed.
So hopefully you all can feel rest assured or be more aware of the situation.
I think, I believe I may know how to, ascertain what Tinsha may have done this. And if you just stand aside and let me look at him.
He takes a step back.
And I guess I will sort of look over the body and look over at the body of the captain and sort of hold a hand over him and cast what spell is it? What spell is it? It's got a rather simple name. Detect poison and disease.
Okay. And that works on like an individual as well, yeah?
Well, it says detect the presence. You can it says you can sense the presence and location of poisonous creatures and diseases within 30 feet of you. You also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case. I could use that to say like what poison is afflicting an individual, right?
Yeah, because
You
it
should be
And
able
also,
to,
and
yeah.
also, if
Yeah.
I know if anyone in the building has a cold.
well,
Yeah.
it's blocked by 3 feet of wood or dirt. But yeah, I
True,
guess
true.
it can make sense because diseases don't kind of just chill in a random spot.
Yeah.
They are usually on something and emits it. So yeah, I'd say based on what that says, yeah, okay. So you focus the spell on onto Captain Luca. And you do sense the presence of a poison. And the name comes to you as well. A name that you've only heard recently. Simic Sleep.
Well, that's funny. Harken back to our conversation the other day, and do you remember the poison you told us about?
Mm-hmm.
That it couldn't be it was out of the realm of possibility because it was so rare.
Judging by the fact that you're asking me this question,
What afflicts him is almost undoubtedly Simic Sleep. Yes.
Captain will need to know about that.
But I suppose it's good news, and did you say Simic's only thing with Simic Sleep is just knocks you out for a few days, no other side effects?
In the dosage that you can get a hold of, obviously enough of it can kill you, but
Of course. Well,
there's not enough coated on one arrow to kill somebody.
Of course. Well, I suppose that means, with any antidote being so far away, the only course of action is, well, continue doing what you're doing. Keep making sure he's getting water and sustenance in any way you can manage it, and just wait a few days, isn't it?
Essentially, yes. Considering that the only place where we can get the antidote in plentiful amounts is in Port Ember, and by the time you get to the capital and back, he would have recovered.
Capital of Karmora, Port Ember. Okay. Fascinating. Okay. But that does open another line of questioning. Where and how would whoever was behind this plot get such a rare poison? And if can only be found in the capital and in Republican hands, and surely it was someone from the highest position.
I would hope that's not the case. But I'm not a Republican soldier. I wouldn't know. Could have been gotten from the black market, but again, seems a waste to use it on a captain in a small town. There's a lot of questions that need to be asked.
I have a question for you, Jan.
Yes?
You are a merchant by trade, right? You do not really mix deeply with the guard, the barracks, the captain.
No, I'm the town's apothecary. So the only dealings I do with them is if they ever need anything for ailments.
I'm going to simply, because I don't know how Koda could convey this, he's just going to see how he reacts. He's going to look at Aki, and he's just going to give him a questioning face of trying to imply, should we?
So I'm guessing the should we let him in on what we know?
I can't talk, but that I'm just saying, I'm just trying to imply should we with my face somehow.
Oh, okay.
I think that was an Ed to Maui thing, not a Aki
That was
to...
an Ed to Maui thing, not
Okay, yeah. Yep. I am trying to imply that.
Yeah. I'll just sort of look at him and just give him, and just lightly shake my face and just barely whisper, "Not here."
A nod. Is there anything else you think we can help with? Any things that you are worried about with the situation?
Is that to Aki or to Yan?
Ian.
Well, knowing what the poison is a boon in itself. Suppose that the Republic Guard will have to do an investigation on that one. Beyond that, no, not really.
Right.
Just fascinating and leaves. I can't quite pin down the motive. Why would someone in a small provincial town like this want to incapacitate the captain of the town militia, but with an exceedingly rare yet mostly harmless poison? Something doesn't quite add up.
It's the poison that doesn't add up. There's many people that would want the Republic killed. That's why we've got insurgents. The choice of poison's the odd one.
If you're not too busy, sometime later today, Ian, do you think maybe our group could pop by and talk to you about some things?
Of course.
Try and figure out more stuff. Would appreciate it. Thank you. Well, if that is it, then maybe we should be on our way and meet up with our group.
Indeed. Thank you for your time, Yen, and we hope we were of some assistance to you.
Considering now I don't need to make an order for various parts for an antidote, that might have been the case. It saves me some time. I can simply focus on ensuring that he is as well as he can be until he recovers.
Then we will keep in touch. Maybe see you later today.
Of course.
Alright, let's head out, I guess, hockey.
Indeed. Take care of yourself, Yen, and I'll head out the door.
Alright. The two of you head out the door back into the room that V-Roy's in. He's still at the desk, just looking through some books, and as you sort of, leave the captain's chambers, he looks up. Well?
Well, we were able to make some headway. He, luckily, what afflicts him isn't too poisonous or have any real long-lasting effects. He will give it a couple of weeks. He'll be right as rain.
Right. So, but you know what ails him, yes?
Yes. An poison that I've only recently become aware of. In fact, it's called cynic sleep.
Interesting.
Can I insight check that interesting?
Sure.
Because I'm trying to figure out, is it actually interesting, or is it an interesting, oh fuck, they're learning too much? Wisdom, 14.
Okay. I'll whisper it to you.
Oh shit, these are always fun.
So let me just put it.
Whisper in here.
There we go.
Koto is going to ask.
Okay.
His name was, sorry, how do you pronounce it again? V-Roy?
V-I-R-O-Y. V-Roy.
V-Roy. Do you know much about this poison at all?
It is.
You're still new to it. Besides its effects.
It is a poison that was created by the Republic. Should only be held in certain garrisons. Not like here, we're far too small, but any of the larger towns usually keep a hold of it. Typically it's used for either high-value targets, or in the event that we want to ensure that we can capture certain high-ranking insurgents.
Right. Koto just kind of looks around just for half a second past his shoulder. Is there anyone else in this room with us?
No, it's just you three.
Okay. Is it... sorry, I'm unfamiliar with the dealings between this Republic and your group. Is it that rare that there's no in-trading, there's no way that...
Well, no government is infallible. I'm almost certain that there might be a small black market for more corrupt individuals, but getting a hold of cynic sleep is still very difficult, and we keep a tight lid on it normally.
Well, do you think it could have been somebody from the Republic? Or is it some third party? I mean, not Republic, the insurgents, sorry.
So it's like, if it was some... So are you asking, if it was from the insurgents or from within the Republic?
Right.
It couldn't be from the insurgents because they don't have access to it. Again, barring a few corrupt individuals, it's all held by us in the Republic. The militia don't have it. Apothecaries don't have it.
I just give a slight look towards Aki and back. So
you have no supply of this in town within days' travel, correct?
Magin probably has some, but not a whole lot.
And I'm
who's
guessing
making?
with such an exceedingly rare thing, not just anybody could walk to the requisitions office of the barracks and McGinn and ask for the vial of this stuff.
If they were high enough rank, maybe.
Odd.
Thank you for answering our questions. Please do keep in touch if there's a change of fortune with the captain, will you?
Of course. I'm planning to send him to Magin anyway, for rest and recovery, as I mentioned. And if you have any information about this attack, individuals, leads, I would be glad to hear it, and you'd be rewarded for it.
We will keep in touch.
Take care of yourself, Captain. Okay, we should be on our way.
Right. Kodo just lumbers to the other end of the room and bends down to try and get through the doorways.
Mm-hmm.
Get out.
And can I? Okay. Okay, I'm trying to think. You know the whole Druid Familiar thing?
Yeah.
Does it work like how, like in campaign 1, like, Valeth's Familiar worked? That like I could like see through his eyes and stuff like that.
Let us have a look. Druid Familiar.
Here you go,
You
Wild
should be able
Companion.
to do that.
It's I think it's the same.
It's
You
the
can even
same
become a-
spell. It's just that if you're packed to the chain, you get special abilities.
If you're able to summon a
Yeah,
spirit
and-
to cast a Find Familiar
Yeah.
spell without the material
Yeah.
components.
When you cast a spell in this bay, the familiar is a faint of the beast. Familiar disappears after a number of hours equal to half your druid level.
Mm-hmm. So,
Okay,
so
so-
yes, you can use Find Familiar, essentially.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Can I? Is there an open window in the barracks?
There's several windows.
Okay. Can I use? What's a small bird or like a butterfly I could summon?
A finch.
Thank you. I will summon a finch. Thank you, random person in the audience. Welcome to Saturday at the Improv with these fucking idiots. And I will use Wild Companion to summon once we leave. I will summon a finch using find familiar.
Okay.
And let's go to like and so I like as it happens I go to Ack and go. I like we should walk a fair distance so we can't be overheard, my good man.
Good.
And I go like and as we get about 200-ish meters away from the barracks, walking back towards the woods, I will say to him, "So what do you think of the man?"
Let's conversate with our group. I have many thoughts. There's such little information, but the way is so heavy. More questions than answers.
Of course. And then as I'm talking, I'm like, I think we might need more information on our friend Viroy. And as I do it, the finch lands on my hand, and I just whisper it, and we'll go to it, and I just whisper and say, keep an eye on Leroy, and it flies off. Flies off, and the idea is that it will fly off through an open window in the barracks and find a corner of Leroy's office to park himself and keep an eye on Leroy for the next hour.
Okay. I assume that it's going to be doing it quietly?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a stealth check. There's not a sheet for a Finch, so we're just going to use the Ravens.
That's
one.
fair. Okay.
Okay. Right. It is not proficient in stealth, so this would just be a straight roll and add a +2.
What? Okay, so D20 +2. There
Mhm.
you are. Right you are. D20 +2. Go. 17.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sneaky Finch.
Yep. So you're not looking through like the Finch's eyes or anything, no? You're just. Oh, can you even do that? I forget.
I don't know. Can you do find familiar?
Let me have a look. Just because it's obviously warlocks make some things really weird.
You can just up to a range.
Cast find familiar. Hold on. Let's have a look.
Okay, if the film is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through the familiar's eyes and hears why it hears until the start of your next turn. Gain the benefits of any special senses the familiar has. During this time, you're deaf and blind in regards. Okay, so that it wasn't just a warlock thing.
Okay. So can I see through its eyes?
You can, yeah.
Okay, cool.
If you're
as
within
we're-
100 feet.
Okay. I'll say Okay, I'll say Aki. No, Aki. I know I'm Aki. Toto, you
You're
go
Aki.
back and find the group. I will stay near here and see what me and my little avian friend can see.
Okay, Koto will find group. Aki will stay here.
Indeed.
Okay, let's go, Koto. Koto leaves.
Koto talks in this. Aki is surprised that Koto talks to himself in the third person.
Koto was just making fun of you.
I will say that they're like no I'm Aki, you're Koto. That was me being, that was like out of character but in the same accent. Okay, so yeah, cool. I'll find a spot about 100 meters away from the barracks and sort of
100 feet.
pretend to be sort of almost like sitting and meditating, but I'm actually looking through the eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I guess since it's still technically party in barracks, we'll stick with the Finch then. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you focus in on your familiar, and your vision sort of fades before it shows in almost like a fishbowl style like vision because of how their eyes are. You can see that the Finch has taken refuge up at the top of the bookshelf, or the bookcase that you saw. And it's just watching Leroy looking at several more of the books. After about 10 minutes, Yen comes out with the rag and the small bowl he'd been using to give him water and such. How is he, Yen? Hydrated, but not else we can do. I see. Did they tell you it was Simic sleep? Yes. Yes, very, very interesting. I thought only the Republic had stuff like that. Yes, they do. They do. I'm honestly surprised that they were able to figure it out. What does that mean? Because it's rare. Suppose. You know they had an arrow, the one that was embedded in Luca. Did they now? Would have thought they would have mentioned that to you. No, they didn't. I may need to inquire about that then.
Oh no.
I mean, they seem like all right lot. I mean, the The big guy, he healed up Luca. Yes, I know that. It's just... I'm getting the suspicion now that they might be keeping things important to this under wraps for some reason. I'll have to ask them before I go on patrol then. Patrol? Yes, I'm taking the night shift. Right, gotcha. Do you want me to come back at night to keep an eye on him? If you could, yes, that'd be nice. Right, okay. Watches. Ian sort of like leaves. As he does, Feroy just sort of like leans back. Interesting. And he goes back to looking through his various books.
Can I use insight checks through a finch's eye?
You'd be using the stats of the bird, so
Oh fuck! Okay.
what modifier does?
How wise is a raven? They're quite wise, aren't they?
They have a +1 to wisdom.
Okay. Okay. Can you do a cheeky insight check on Vroy post that conversation?
Yeah. Let me just quickly. I just want to quickly double check to make sure I'm not accidentally like shooting you in the foot on it.
Yeah. That's fun.
Actually, you can use your normal insight.
Okay, cool. Give me 2 seconds.
It says you gain it says you gain the benefits of any special senses it has, but it doesn't say you take on the stats. I think I'm confusing that with polymorph. Yeah, I'm confusing it with polymorph because polymorph you take the stats of the creature. It's been a while.
Okay, cool. So my stats.
Yes, your insight check.
Yay! Okay. Yay! Okay, 3, 2, 1, roll. 19.
19. So, what is it that you're trying to insight on him?
I wanted to see sort of like what's like the emotion behind like him going, interesting. Is it sort of like I'm figuring out the case, or is it more sort of like I need to change my plans? They're finding out too much.
Okay, and with a 19, that's pretty damn high, and he's not exactly trying to be deceitful in any of this, so... how should I write this down?
Yeah, I am seeing if he's being sort of, deceitful and, like, only playing to be worried about the captain with this. Because don't forget, he is our number 1 suspect at the moment. Well, one of them at least.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Unfortunately, while insight is powerful, it can't lay everything bare, so I'll just go with your your first bit, which is like, what does it sound like? Because you sound like, oh, is it genuine with the captain? So it's just like, it's a bit too much.
Is it genuine? Yeah. Yeah, is it like a genuine interesting?
Didn't write that.
Okay, got it. Cheers, son. Okay. All right.
Okay. So, if that's the case...
And so for the next, hour or so, is it literally just, after that conversation, is it just him reading books and rifling through papers?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Occasionally he, goes to the window and just looks out for a little bit. Just looks to be generally just looking out. And then nearer to the end of it, he, you see him, go to the door, open it. He says something to, what you assume is a guard outside, and closes the door and locks it.
Do I not hear what he says?
Make a perception check. This one using the birds one.
Wait, what's the qualifying between using the bird stats and my stats?
Special senses and everything.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Because whereas you can ascertain, like, you're still using the bird's eyes and ears to perceive things.
Got
So
it.
that's why.
Okay.
So it's a +3 to its perception. So D20 +3.
Shit.
9.
I can't add my D4, can I?
No, because again, you're using
it's not my ability,
It's not using your senses. It's using the bird senses.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
9. Yeah.
You just hear mumbling, and you just as you watch, he closes the door, locks it, and he heads over to the cot that's in the far corner, and just sits down on it, lays his head back against the wall, just looks about at the ceiling a little bit before he crosses legs and seems to go into almost a meditative state.
Okay. Interesting. Insight check now. Okay. And I'm guessing he's still in that state when my hour with my hour of burb runs out.
Yeah. You just kind of watch as your vision just swiftly darkens. And as you open your eyes again, you're
This poor bird.
Yeah. You wake up. You see, because whereabouts did you set yourself down?
It's sort of within 100 meters, it would have been sort of
100 feet.
Almost sat cross-legged with my back against the back of one of the houses.
Okay. You open your eyes and you look down at the ground. You can see there's about 3 or 4 copper pieces down there. You get the feeling someone might have assumed something with you sitting there.
I look up to see if
there's no one
where
there.
I came from. Yeah, okay. Okay, well,
So you've got 4 copper pieces.
good fortune. Oh yeah, I had 4 copper pieces to go with my 19 gold pieces. And okay, let's go. Hold on, let me write that in the notes. 1 second.
Well, while you're doing that, we can look at Team Jungle.
Yeah.
Okay, so Team Jungle. Here's the question here: how deep in the jungle are you going?
Well, I was actually hoping perhaps to go see the camp.
Wow.
What was that you want to do?
Bold.
What
Gonna-
was it? I couldn't hear you.
Very interesting.
I specifically, I'll role play this out. Okay. So Mevalair, when all of us start going as a force, she's gonna take both Kindling and Havelock's wrists and grab them. Okay, so I have something that they want us to do. Okay. I think that if the person is still at the insurgents camp, then, maybe if someone were to go all sneaky one of you two who's super, super sneaky, if we just went on the outskirts, maybe we could get a glimpse of their face or see if they're, still there just to confirm. And then the rest of us can kind of patrol the jungle, maybe see different parts of it, maybe find if there's tracks, maybe some kind of hint.
Down for it.
That sounds fine.
I think it would be a good idea, and also, I'm not very good at sneaking, but when my armor clinks, and I am also very clumsy, so I do not want to be the one to do it, because I will get caught super easy.
Just remind me, this is the middle of the day, isn't it?
It's early morning.
It's early
Yeah.
morning.
Okay. Sneak into the camp in morning light. Okay.
She didn't say sneak into the camp. She said the outskirts, like they did
Fair enough.
before.
Okay.
So, I don't know what you want to do, but if you want to draw straws or something, I could get some paper and we could color it and then pull it out.
Listen, you don't have to color it. You just gotta draw a dick on the losing piece of paper. Go, Mev, go. Go, Mev, go.
Oh, okay. I borrowed something from Aki anyways, so she'll
You
go ahead
did?
and take it. She just took like a piece of paper.
Oh yeah, you did, yeah.
So she will take a piece of paper and just split it in half. And I don't have a writing utensil, so she'll just have to make it like one
Is
shorter
there,
than
like,
the other.
A stick? Is there berries? Wait, you could just paint on it using a bit of your rations. I'm sure there's something you could paint with.
She's just gonna make one shorter than the other, like drawing short straws, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to turn around, kind of crumple them both in her hands, and then turn back and stick both of them out for them to take. And I'm guessing this is going to be like a roll 20.
Yeah.
Whoever gets the shorter one, whoever gets the smaller number will
Gets
go
the
to the
short one.
camp.
Yep. So Kindling and Havelock, roll a d20. Kindling does not want to go to that camp.
Fuck. Alright.
Wow.
Alright, I'm a sneaks.
Okay. So you pull out.
Super good job, Havelock.
Right, okay.
Look.
Gonna shake out the arms, take a deep breath. Gonna channel my inner tree. And stealth roll.
Okay. Well,
She gets.
yeah, you actually heading off?
Yeah, if we're going in that direction, I just pre-rolled for it.
Okay, make a survival check. This is to try and
God.
find your way to the camp.
Alright. Well,
Is everybody making a survival
No,
roll? or
just
is it
you.
just
You're the
me?
one. You're the
We're not
one.
going to
You're the
camp,
one
yeah.
going to the camp.
Nice.
while he's doing that,
Lit.
we're gonna see if we can find like tracks. Maybe their clothes got caught on something and there's a cloth left.
So if you're looking for
So
track,
I'm guessing that'd be survival for himself.
yeah. If you're looking for track, survival check. If you're looking for like fabric, perception check.
Okay. What do
So-
you want to do?
I'm gonna go with fabric.
Okay.
Should I make one too? Because I was.
You're searching,
bit
yeah.
ahead.
So
We suck.
that's a perception or survival.
Boy, if only a member of the party had a D4 in survival.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the three of you, through like your best efforts, you're not really able to find anything. Except
Not even a
yourselves.
rock.
Well, you find rocks, but the only thing you find is yourselves on occasion walking through the forest.
That's a nice boulder.
Wow, they had an awakening out there. You know what? I think that counts as some good loot.
Okay, so Havelock, through, if I'm honest, a lot of luck. Jesus Christ, you guys rolling good when you need to and bad when you don't. You're able to make your way to the camp. At this point, you're about 100, 200 feet away.
Alright, I'm sneaking up to it.
Okay, make another stealth check, because that first stealth check was more so...
Oh my god.
Tree!
Oh my god.
As I said, you roll high when you need to, apparently.
That's ridiculous.
So, you sneak your way up to the camp. You're fairly confident in like how you're moving, to the point where I'm just gonna. You're sort of able to spot the various like guards, and are just able to like sneak your way in. You don't get like fully past the people keeping watch, but you are close enough now that you can actually see into the camp proper.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for?
What the fuck sort of information were you looking for, Peach? What did you tell
my
us you were looking
goodness.
for?
She said to see if there were any individuals that like weren't there previously. That might be the person that came in, if they're still there. Or, if you want to look for other things, you can.
Weird people, familiar people that weren't there
anyone
before.
We recognize, like, if there's someone from the festival, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah. She's my translator, I'm sorry.
Wink, wink.
Just okay. If that's the case, if that's what you're looking for, make a perception check. $12. You do see a handful of individuals. Unfortunately, with that roll, not really enough to ascertain if they're familiar or not. You can try and get closer if you like to lower the DC.
I'd like to try and get closer.
Okay. So you
Let me just roll another stealth.
make another stealth check, yeah.
Ooh.
12. Okay. You go forward a bit and you step on a branch. You peek through, around the side of one of the trees. You do see one of the guards just look slightly in that direction, but just continue to he's definitely keeping a bit of an eye on that bit now, but he's not moving towards it.
Just kicks a squirrel closer to them.
You can't see any squirrels.
Oh, boo. Okay, I'm gonna try and see if I can see any better.
Okay, make another perception check. 15. Okay, with the lower DC as well. So you spot several of the insurgents sitting around the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are eating food and such. Others are, using a stone to help sharpen their blades and everything. Looking at the tent where you had saw the female before, you can see that she is there, and she's talking to an individual that you haven't seen before, or specifically haven't seen in the camp before. Which areas in the festival did you go to? It was the log.
We had visited the log thing and the shooting area, and then we also saw the general crowds of people as we were for the cannon thing.
Right.
Yep.
Looking at the individual they're talking to, you recognize that person. It was... When was it? It was at the shooting range. It was the militia lady who was running the stall there.
How many feet away am I from them?
You are about 80 feet.
Caught in 4K. Alright, and do things seem to be going good, going bad? What's the general read on the situation for them?
Tense, but still, they about as tense as it was when you had came in initially. Beyond that, seems like they're just having a normal conversation. You can't tell, you can't lip read, so...
If only you were Kana.
Yeah, if only I was Karmora. Okay. To everybody in the party, I apologize for what I'm about to do.
Oh no. Oh.
I would
Yeah,
like
okay.
to try and Eldritch Blast her. Fuck!
Well,
Oh my god!
Get her attention! I didn't mean to not!
Oh.
okay.
Run.
So,
Meanwhile, Koto and I, completely unaware.
yeah. So you fire the Eldritch Blast out, and you just watch as this sort of like bluish, like this bluish green arcane energy goes firing out from your hand. And you just kind of watch it slow motion, just like spirals around. And just before it hits, you see like the militia sort of like look, her eyes go wide as it goes straight through like the base of her neck, and you watch as there's a spurt of blood as it goes out the other side as she falls.
Oh.
Hemlock!
Well, I mean, we found our mole.
So, what are you doing, Havelock? They are very well aware of where you are now. So what are you doing?
You murdered a man.
Oh my god!
Expeditious retreat. Okay.
I'm a dip! I'm a run!
Okay.
Quick speed out of here! Oh god!
What the
Alright.
fuck?
So, here's what's gonna happen then. I need you to roll an initiative check for me.
Then
Okay. You're going first, because there is a guard that's only like 30 feet away from you. And at this point, they're very aware. So, what are you doing?
A run!
Okay, so that's 30 feet, and then you dash with a bonus action, which is another 30, and then dash for another, which is another 30, which is 90. But it's rough terrain, so 45 feet. And that brings you to about 60 or so feet away. That's still within optimal range for the person with the short bow, so they're going to make an attack on you.
Oh my god.
Does 13 hit your AC?
Just.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You take 4 points of piercing damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw for your spell. Because it is concentration, right? Yeah, it's concentration. Okay. You've still got it. He's going to move 15 feet, which brings him 45 feet away. It's your turn. Again, dash, I assume. Okay, that brings you to 90. He's going to move forward, and he's going to fire again, because that puts him just in range. Nope, that's a miss. And you're going to dash again, I assume?
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. If that's the case, I need you to make a survival check to make your way out the jungle.
Oh my god.
8.
Ah!
Okay.
Why did you do this?
Make a... roll a d6 for me.
Oh god.
D6?
Yes.
Okay.
2. So, I'll just quickly turn off the music for a bit, because you run for about 30 or so minutes.
I'm gonna pass out.
And, you think at this point you've lost them, but then you look around and you're not in a familiar area. There's a lot of trees that are around you, and you sort of look up, you see webs. Lots and lots
fuck.
of
No.
webs.
No.
No.
Make a perception check for me, please. 15. Okay. That's good. You sort of look about, and then you notice movement from one of the webs. And another. And another. And then you see just a large amount of giant wolf spiders start to make their way down towards you. What are you doing, Kavlok?
Alright, I'm going to... rereading things really quick. Tentacle of the Depths within the square that I'm standing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm trying to see how far away. So if anything comes within 10 feet of it, it'll be attacked.
Mm-hmm. For the record, as
And-
well, as you see them come down, there's about 11 of them.
About 11 of them? Okay.
Fucking run. Oh my god. Leave.
I would like to use my other spell slot and retreat again.
Okay. Thankfully, you're able to get out of there because you had spotted them in time.
Ha!
So, are you just trying to get to a safe spot for now, or are you still actively looking to get out of the jungle?
I would like to keep on trying to actively look to get out of the jungle.
Make another survival check. Okay.
I'm stupid, but I know what to do.
So,
15?
alright. So. Jesus fucking Christ, Anna.
Oh my god.
This is why you don't send me to do the work, Peach.
I thought that while I was like proclaiming it, but I didn't have a choice.
You're supposed to be the sensible one, Anna.
Yeah, exactly. Our dynamics have changed.
Here's the smoking gun. I know, that's fucking killer.
So,
Alright. Forever.
Neville, Kinlin, actually everyone really, by the time this
Would I be
happened.
there? No, would I be there?
You would all be there at this point, given
Okay.
the length of time. Havelock had been gone for nearly 3 hours at this point, by the time
Oh my god.
you all sort of like had reconvened at the entrance to the jungle.
I think at this point, Mavalier would be like just rapidly pacing around. Like, for someone who talks as much as she does, she's not talking right now. She's chewing on her thumb.
Yeah, like you know, it took about an hour to get to there, so you're relatively fine until the second hour goes by. You start to get nervous and you're pacing around. About 45 minutes after the second hour goes by, you hear movements coming from the deeper into the jungle.
Can I see them so far?
You can, yes. You are winded, you have a stitch, and your back is sore from the arrow that had hit you.
Alright. I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna pop the spooky eye patch so they can see where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Collect myself. Calmly walk to the group.
So, you're saying that we can see you by now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Should I roll deception to try and look good?
It wouldn't work given the blood that's on your stuff
Fucking...
from the arrow.
Fair enough.
I'm totally
As-
fine. Says, probably not blood.
Black comes out of the brush, the ruby emitting like a soft light. Mevalier takes her thumb out of her mouth. It is fucked up, like just blood just down it.
Jesus.
She was chewing on that thing. She sees Havelock, and immediately it's like a switch flicks, just bright and bubbly again. Havelock, you're back! Oh my goodness, where were you? What happened? What took you so long? Why are you all messed up like that? And she just tackles Havelock.
Hey, Mevalier, step back.
But
What
I
happened
was
on your
worried.
travels?
Yeah,
As I
man,
said,
well,
Get this arrow out of my back and heal me, please.
Okay. All right, you lump, stand still, and I will pull, and I will say, this will hurt like a bastard. I will warn you. 3, 2, 1. I pull the arrow out of her back.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's a normal arrowhead.
Okay, good. And then I will. And then, and then
What was that,
I
Dom?
will use. No, go on, Dom.
It's nothing.
Okay.
Are you
and then-
not near your mic, Dom? You sound very low, and I have you all the way turned up.
No, I'm near my mic. I was just being quiet.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then and then just to help heal her wounds, I will use one of my balm of the summer courts to heal her.
Okay.
I was going
So
to
it's like-
also bend down and just assist in any way with Aki.
I wonder what the balm of the summer court feels like.
Probably warm and tingly.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
A nice cover, covers on a winter evening.
Yeah.
Like if the bath bomb gets stuck behind your back in the bath.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's
It's that
fizzies
kind of
that
feeling.
smell good.
Because it does describe it as specifically as offers respite from injuries. Yeah. So
Okay,
it sounds
so
like it's
I have-
nice and sort of relaxing and relieving. Yeah.
Okay. So everybody, I have news.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit down on the ground and pat beside me. Sit down. It's circle time.
I sit in the
Quick
lap.
question before we all stop moving and settle in the middle of a forest.
Can I just have Marine faceplant right into the dirt?
Sure.
Just. I was going like, are you dead certain the people who put this, and I lift up the arrow, in your back aren't following you?
Yes, because I am fast. And the spiders will probably have eaten them if they
And
caught
you-
up to me.
And hubristic, it seems. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm sure we can fight them off.
I am starting to doubt that you are alright.
So do you remember the insurgents?
You mean the
You said
insurgents we've
you-
been tracking through these woods for the last few days, yes.
Yes. They have had someone from the little festival. The lady that, Mev, you remember the nice lady that gave you the prize arrow?
Oh yes, I have it right here. And Bev takes it out of her bag.
They just murdered her in front of me.
Oh my god! Oh my!
Okay.
Insight!
Yeah.
Insight. Yep. Let's
Yeah,
all
You know,
insight that.
And a roll
know-
deception.
I won't incite it because I feel like Mevalir would believe Havelock, but
Do I get advantage because Mevalaire's too trusting?
Nope.
you're telling the rest of this to the party too.
Shit.
Fuck!
Don't worry.
Oh my
I'm on
god!
+6. I'm on +6.
Up.
You know,
Oh my god!
I'm
Yeah,
not going to
it's
roll because
invincible.
I can't beat that, even if I nat 20.
Yep. Keep invincible. Fuck's sake!
Okay, so
Legit.
Havelock, please take a deep breath. You don't want your injuries to open up again. Tell me, were you wearing a cloak? They seem to have shot you. Did they see your face?
I don't know if they saw my face. They were following me for a little bit. They shot at me a couple of times, but you know what? I thought I did pretty good hiding in the trees.
Also, wait.
Okay.
Also, I seem to recall you mentioned spiders.
Yeah, I got a little lost when trying to flee. There were like 11 spiders. They're big. They are very dangerous. I got away. I don't know if they did.
11.
Wait,
That's-
wait,
They
that's-
know that I know that they murdered.
Um,
So I'm probably gonna be staying with our crab friend, or I'm going to go live in the ocean for a little bit.
Wait, did you say you murdered him? Just
No,
then?
they murdered her. They know that I
Yeah,
know. They just murdered their informant.
He didn't
Ah,
slip
okay.
up. but why would they do that? Then how did they find you?
Why would
Gotta
they
step
turn
on
on
a
one of their
squirrel.
own like that?
I suppose if you want to be as cold and callous, as these people seem to be, and someone like that would be just a loose end to tie up at the end of the day.
I mean, you heard the warning that we had when we chased that one down. You go over there to start trouble and they're going to kill you. Why wouldn't they just get rid of their informant?
Indeed.
Cut
and an
ties. One's already been damaged.
an
We've
existing
already
member-
lost the captain, mostly.
And do you think that means the next step in their plans is in motion? If they're done with their informant, what are they planning?
But wasn't the informant the one that wanted them to do that?
I don't know. There's so much to this plot that we do not really know. And there's more that we must talk about. However, it changes now that we know of the double crosser and their fate.
And I mean, this also has given us another development is that, well, Vroy is seemingly innocent.
It points towards it, yes. At least from our musings and talks with him.
Well, we spent the best part of the early morning with him. From what I could tell of his disposition, he seemed genuinely concerned about the well-being of the captain. And I did a small little bit of eavesdropping after you left Koto, and not only does he suspect that we may have our own dealings in this plot, I would say that he seems in a level concerned for the captain's well-being of someone seemingly who wouldn't want him disposed and to steal his position.
Maybe we should just be honest now. If that's the case.
I think
Yes.
it might be best, yes.
I believe, yes, I think that would be prescient, yes. Since they already suspect us anyway, so...
Yeah, time is not on our side if they are already moving on with their next part of the plan. I guess the sides have been chosen at this point. Let's figure out. It's weird. We don't know any more about it, why they would kill. But we need to let them know to make sure they are prepared for whatever they are planning.
I mean, maybe they killed the informant because they knew that we were on their tracks because we did go visit them.
They didn't
But-
really seem to want anything else to do with it, though.
No
Well,
matter
perhaps-
what, did you see the informant's face? Are you aware who it was?
Yes, I'm very aware.
Then
Like
that
I
will be
said,
our first lead.
it's the woman that was running the arrow thing. I remember because I almost shot the person that was with her.
Right. Then we'll find out as much as we can about this woman.
Mhm.
And warn our friend Vroy, maybe. He looks towards Aki.
Yes, I'm not sure if he has quite deserved the honorific of friend as of yet, has he? So, let's stay with associate for the time being, I expect.
Yes, the lines have been drawn. We kind of have to deal with what we have now.
Does this mean that there is no crab fishing today?
Maybe
No
another
crab
day.
fishing.
Havelock, maybe it is best that you rest and stay out of the common eye. We do not know if that was the only one in their ranks.
Indeed.
Mhm.
But are you sure? But they definitely saw your face, correct?
As far as I can tell, I'm sure. I mean, I can't see through their eyes.
Right.
But
it
the
is best to
situation
assume.
seemed tense when I got there.
It's best to assume. Just to be safe. We don't want you in harm's way.
Indeed.
What are you going to do then?
Can hide in the ocean. Nobody checks the ocean.
Yeah,
What
it's up to
does-
you.
Nobody.
What does Mevelair look like at this whole point on on this talk of Havelock needs to hide?
She definitely looks distressed, and I feel like if you wanted any more information, you'd have to roll insight.
That's fair. I'll go. Just sing like this kind of like baseline, like Mevela definitely looks sad if Havelock has to hide by herself, and just go. Well, I suppose in solitude to prevent Havelock from going mad, she could perchance need some company. If you like, you and Mevelair could find a spot to lay low somewhere in the town.
Maybe even outside town. Who knows?
I have seen some good wrecks that may be decent for hiding. Well, traveling.
I don't
Mev,
know.
do you want to go say hi to our crab friend first? He might know of a good place to go.
Mevelair will just shake her head, the frizz flying. I think you're right about the sea. That would be the last place that anyone would look, and I can't breathe like you.
If anything, we'll keep in contact with you very often, since we will be needing your help whenever it is needed.
Wait, is Havelock a Triton?
No.
You don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
If it's a problem with breathing, I could go and check in on them every now and then and allow you to know how they're doing.
That could work.
Since they don't know about you, Mev, you can still go into town. You can still do things.
Right.
But then
She
again,
just looks sadder with this conversation.
we still need to be careful. If they did see your face, and that individual we spoke with, well, actually, they didn't see your faces the first time. But they can maybe put two and two together, so we all need to be careful.
Wait, didn't our first parlay with the insurgents? It was me, and Koto, and Mevelair. They know all our faces, don't they?
Yes, they do not know Havelocks, but 2 times in such a short amount of time, they could assume that Havelock is with us.
Indeed.
So they could inform any other individuals within the town and move with that. Let's be careful and stick together at all times, and we need to move fast and move quick to let the Viroy know and possibly learn more about this woman and what her job was.
Yes, I mean, we already have this grudge of the old militia being replaced. So perhaps this the informant may have ties to the families of those who usurped.
Just stay cautious.
Of course.
Very.
Because you said you suspected him beforehand, right?
A little bit, yes. A little bit.
He had the most to gain with the captain out of the way, yes.
So keep your suspicions up. Just because one is dead does not mean that is the only one.
Maybe if there were anyone helping her, one of the most likely ones would be the person she was working with, right?
Exactly.
The one you watch out.
Mhm.
We'll bring that up then. We'll be cautious.
Yes. All right. Sounds like a plan.
Superb.
Will you be...
Mevelair just hugs Havelock tightly.
You sure
Please.
you don't want to? Are you sure you don't want to stay with your companion, Mevelair?
I'll
It
be
seems-
fine. Thank you.
I don't want to give you any unnecessary heartache.
You're strong
Mevelair.
enough, I believe.
Yeah, Mevelair just gets up, dusts herself off. Alright, we should get moving quickly.
Stay safe, Havelock. Let your wounds rest, and please be careful. We will be in contact with you.
Find anything cool in the ocean, I'll bring it back and we can all sell it together.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So, as you go your separate ways for the next phase of your inquiries, we're going to take a short break.
I did it to be a nut!
Jesus fucking Christ.
God
what
damn.
the fuck? What
damn,
the
lady.
fuck?
What the? You
I mean, it
chose
was-
violent.
It was awesome. That was so fucking cool.
See?
That
You're very lucky.
I'm going to fucking like pass out. In that moment, I was like, this was awful. This was the worst idea ever. I shouldn't have done this.
We
At least I apologize to the party in advance.
You
Okay.
did. That was very
And then
considerate.
he
Yeah.
lied. He lied about it.
Yeah.
Given lied.
Damn it, Havelock.
Listen, I may be lawful evil, but the evil is still in there. Why the fuck would I say I murdered someone? Not with Mevalaire right there. She does not need to know I murdered somebody. She is precious. She is a bean. She is my baby.
You're supposed to be one of the 3 dads in the group. You
3
have
dads.
responsibility.
I'm not a good father figure. I'm the deadbeat dad in this party. I don't know what you want. I'm the fun dad. I'll take her
Man.
to the carnival, but I'm not doing any parenting.
Okay, so continuing on, what is it that you all doing then?
Screaming.
So first, you want to head to the
probably.
barracks? Then talk.
I
to
think that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna break the news.
Okay, so you make your way to the barracks. I assume all of you sans have lock.
Yeah,
Forsaken.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Okay, so you all make your way there. You introduce yourself to the guard again, who just sort of like looks at you all. It's like, huh, the captain was actually looking for you. And just opens the door to let you in. Are you going in, or
Yes.
okay?
Yeah, of course.
So
Me,
I'm
me and
surprised
Aki
that
probably
he
lead.
that this thing. Yeah, the guard didn't question how all of us are here now.
okay, so you make your way into the barracks. You head back in the direction that you had went to get to the captain's quarters. You do notice that there are a few guards following you.
Hmm.
And,
Okay.
And you sort of
Yes.
like you open the door to see Viroy just sort of again at the desk, looking through a few of the books. Ah, yeah, so 2 healers and friends of yours, I assume.
Indeed.
Yes.
Fellow members of our company, yes.
Come in.
Hello.
Um,
We would like a word if you have some time.
I do, and I have some questions for you as well. So this seems a rather good time for it.
If you would like, we would be willing to answer your questions first.
Yes, I just want to make absolutely sure that you, when you came to me with the information, you provided everything you knew, yes?
We're going to be honest here. We did withhold information. We are currently, as you might be aware, trying to investigate this situation as well. And we want to be honest to say we have no ill will toward anyone. But we do not know the full scale of this, so we wanted to keep things compact until we knew more. For we did not want to put you in danger, giving you wrong information.
I am more than capable of handling myself, thank you very much. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Now then. As I'm sure you may know that there are now guards outside of this room, so let's have a little bit of a deal here. You tell me what you know, and I won't have the guards arrest you for potential conspiring against the Republic.
That is a fair deal, and we appreciate your offer. Thank you very much. Well, we have been trying to learn more, obviously, about what has been going on since the day of the festival.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of details, small details that we have come across in different times and things. Aki, would you like to kind of explain what we've learned over the past few days?
As he does that, Mevalaire speaks up. I want to do it.
All right, Mevler, you can do it.
Thank you. And she pushes past both of the tall boys to V-Roy so that he can see her clearly.
How tall is Mevela?
5 feet.
Okay.
5 foot nothing.
Yep.
Goose egg.
Hello there, sir. I am Mevalaire Gatlin. And so this all started obviously with the shooting, correct?
Yes.
Truth be told, when we came across, what was his name? Lucas?
Luca.
Luca. I'm very sorry, I'm bad with names. But when we came across him, we actually saw people over on the edge of the jungle, and we decided to follow them. I believe that someone also grabbed the arrow at the time. But we decided to follow them, and we found a camp full of insurgents.
Did you
At least that's
now?
what they call themselves. Yes. It had this flag on it. It was kind of a yellow symbol and had a crate in the sea and everything.
That is definitely the emblem of the previous militia.
So we had followed them, and we had actually found someone, captured them, and took them back to the camp. We figured that we could get more information that way, and we did. They explained that someone was working with them in here, and that they basically had some sort of final deal to make sure that the captain was out of the way. And Mevalaire will go ahead and get the note, I think from Aki, who has it? The letter that they gave us?
I think as she's talking, I am sort of rifling through my pockets, and I do get the little roll of paper with this lettering on it, and go, here's the proof that the separatists provided for us, and I hand over the piece of paper.
So we had got this from them in exchange for us not, causing a fuss about it, not revealing them. And at the time, we thought that was fair for the most part, because they seemed very honest that they didn't actually have anything to do with it. They were just making sure that it came through. But that has kind of changed. So we spent our time trying to figure things out. Found out your situation with the captain and how long you've been here. And also we figured out, what Simic Sleep was, which is apparently a poison. I believe that Koto and Aki figured that out with the apothecary. But afterwards, we found someone, our friend Kindling found someone going from your barracks to the jungle. So we decided to camp out that night, which, led to this morning. We hadn't seen them come out, so what we did was, Koto and Aki came to you, and then the rest of us went to the jungle to search, to see if they were still there. One of our friends had gotten close to the camp and watched them, and actually the woman who was running the archery game from before, she was there with them, talking with them, and tensions were apparently very high, and they killed her.
Did they now?
Mevalaire seems very depressed by this. Like, why?
A friend who is not present confirmed that this quarry of ours is deceased now.
Unfortunately, our friend was seen, so we decided that it would be best for them to go into hiding until we came to you. This has gotten very big, and we don't know why they would have done this.
Well, I have a few ideas of why they would do this. Simply put, they want control of Toh again. They were driven out for smuggling. Many of them escaped, and now they simply want to reclaim their home. Interesting, though. A militia person. Do me a
We
favor.
do have the description.
Do me a
of this
favor. Get one
person.
of the guards.
All right. And Mevler's actually going to gesture to Kindling, to go and grab them.
Yeah, so you open the door, and there's 4 guards there. They're just kind of like standing there waiting.
They want some of you in. Come on.
One of the guards walks in. Now, you, the Tabaxi, do you remember exactly which window it came through? North side, west side, east side? Which you would know, it would have been the northern side.
Yeah.
Like the northwestern corner.
If I recall correctly, it would have been the north.
Viroy looks to the guard. Head to that particular room, find out who is in that room. If it's a place where people sleep, find out where each and every single one of them are. And if we find out one is missing and unaccounted for, then we'll have an idea in regards to all this. The guard just nods and quickly leaves.
We did have a slight description of the person, as well as having apparently met one of them before, our friend.
Yes, I met them.
Did you now?
Yes, I met them when they were running the archery game. It was a woman, and she gave me this, and Mevler takes out the arrow. What was the general description of her again?
So like frizzy black hair, slightly tan
Okay.
skin.
What, is there a distinct race or just human?
Human.
Okay. Mevler will gesture to her hair. She kind of had frizzy hair like mine, but it was a deep black.
So like picks up the note again. Inside a man within the militia. The pieces somewhat come together then. Barring a few. If this militia person is the one that was killed, then that would suggest that they were the ones that attacked Captain Luca. Unfortunate. Means that we can't bring them to justice. But it also means it was a direct attack on us. The other things, such as how they got a hold of Simic's sleep, that can be something that can be dealt with later.
If I may make a small suggestion on who to ask next, there was another person with her, a man at the time. Might be the best place to look.
Yeah, so definitely report in for questioning. You just kind of like sit in silence for a few minutes before the guard comes back. Boss, it's one of the the sleeping rooms. All are accounted for except for one. Insen, she was a militia lady. Do you happen to remember what she looks like? I haven't seen her personally, but she was on festival duties on the day. Very good.
What was her name again?
Insen. Insen. Good.
Thank you.
If that's the case, gather some of your men. We're going on a little bit of a hunt. So, looks back to the rest of you. You say you've been to the camp. Do you have a rough idea of where it is?
We could draw you a map.
I would very much appreciate that. Just quickly.
Or we could accompany you if it's easier.
This is purely became a Republic issue. We do not need your aid at this time. Just
Of course.
hands over a bit of parchment.
Alright, we'll go ahead and make a map for them then.
Okay, make
Yeah.
whoever's doing the drawing make an intelligence check.
Who has the highest intelligence? Probably Aki.
I have a +2 in it.
Yeah, that's higher than mine.
+1 over here.
It has more than better than +2.
Only +1.
Wow,
Okay.
okay, we are of average intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Okay, make an intelligence check.
Uh,
Nikki.
but
Wise, but
You can take the help action, get advantage,
Mm-hmm.
because we're helping you recall.
True.
Yep.
Okay, intelligent.
Oh my god. That
18.
explains why Havelock did what he did.
Really does, yeah.
18. Yeah, you're able to make what you assume is a fairly accurate map. It's kind of difficult because it's a jungle, but you're able to get a rough idea of it. And you just hand it back. Good. Very good. If that's the case, then I do believe that we have done everything that is needed here. I would just ask, however, that you remain till the morrow, as if this is all correct, then I would like to reward you all for this.
I think that's fine, but can I request one thing?
Yes?
My friend that saw everything, he is currently hiding right now and he's not very safe. I mean, if there was, some way that you could provide a guard or something.
Your friend is free to spend the night in the barracks.
Thank you so
Thank you
much for
very
your
much.
assistance.
It's the least I can do.
Can you assure their safety and that there won't be any other potential old militia agents among your number?
Considering that this was apparently someone who infiltrated the militia, we're going to play it safe. I'm going to simply eject every member of the militia from this barracks until I can be sure that they can be trusted.
That will work. That'll work perfectly for us.
Thank you, sir.
We really do appreciate
Most
it.
kind. Thank you very much.
Of course. Feel free to go.
And I should say, deepest apologies for keeping information from you.
Do try not to do it again.
Yes, I'm sure.
Understood.
And then for the next 90 campaign sessions, we are a thorn in this man's side.
So you
Why
are...
is it when everything goes wrong, it's always you 6?
Okay, so you're escorted out of the barracks. Is there anything that you wish to do at the moment?
I'm gonna go get Havelock.
Okay. You go and get Havelock from the beach.
I would like to be looking for crabs.
Okay, make a nature check for this one. You find
You have to
no
call
crabs.
my intelligence. You gotta. Oh, he did it to me.
You find no crabs.
As he's doing this, Meb runs up from the beach, the shore,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just like, Havelock, you can come back. And she actually, if anyone else was there, they'd have to roll a perception check for this.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what? Really?
Yes, the person that we talked to said that you can sleep in the barracks tonight while they figure things out.
Can I
you don't
insight
notice.
that general thing?
General
the general
thing?
sentence
you mean?
there?
Sure, yeah.
What are you looking for?
I
If
know
I
what she's
trust that statement or not.
It's Mevalaire. Why would she ever steer you wrong?
That is very
Not
true.
Mevalaire, just that statement.
It doesn't seem like there's anything suspicious about it.
Apart from Mevalaire's like general
Alright.
demeanor.
Mhm.
You guys coming with?
I can stay with you.
I think we should convene for a second and just talk.
I can stay with you, and I can braid your hair.
We can have waffles. We can.
That's really yeah.
We can watch scary movies. Just go full like teenage sleepover.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
I'm making waffles.
If there's waffles involved, I'm in. Let's do it. I'm just gonna shake off some of the water and go back over to Mev, I guess.
Do waffles exist in the world of Karmora?
They do now.
I mean, they're really just like flour heated up. That's not quite it, but it would be fairly simple to make.
Oh wow, I
In
was muted.
theory, yeah.
I'm sure there's some Warforged out there that has like an attachment to their arm that just presses waffles all day.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Now I want to have I want to write a former gourmet chef at
Oh my
Warforged.
god.
Do you mean
Great
Waffle Bot?
character.
He was a good friend of mine.
Waffle,
Oh
waffle,
my god.
Never understood a word he said though.
Alright. So, we go ahead and reconvene on the shore.
Mhm.
What are you all feeling right now?
Relief and confusion, but I'm kind of always confused, so.
As am I.
Really tired, man. My legs
Oh.
hurt.
Is your wound doing okay? Are you feeling a little bit better?
Yeah, that's doing fine. I just
That's
need
good.
a nap.
If you
We
want,
will-
I could carry you like a princess.
You
We
know
can
you
se-
can't pick me up.
We
Yes, I
certainly
can.
make our way to the barracks shortly. Do not want to
If you
tire
need-
you.
Me too. I could lift her up for you.
Also, him, rude.
Sorry.
I want to
Right.
I will go to barracks. I will go to the barracks with you. I will carry you, and it will be fine.
Once again, you cannot carry me if you cannot carry me.
Do not
I
do
don't-
that.
I don't know.
Do not do
She's able.
that!
She's able to handle the look. You'd be surprised.
Fucking.
Do not do what, Mevalaire? What am I doing?
No. Miller
like,
tries to pick you up, and in her anger, her anger's making her weaker.
I
She's
love how
like,
that works. She's expending too much energy through rage. I like it.
yeah.
Also, Anna, can you
I just
can you-
imagine he yeet or she yeet him.
just can you do me a massive favor, Anna? Just this once.
Can I do what, and what?
Can you do me a
Massive favor,
favor just this once?
Yeah, sure, what's up?
In that voice, can you please say "Wow, wow, we were," please?
Oh my god.
Ed, I don't understand British. Can you say that or type it?
Wow, wow, wee wah. He wants you to say that in Mev's
Wow, wow,
accent.
Wow, wow, wee wah.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
You
Mev
can
just
do
like
that.
she tries so hard to pick Havelock up, but her cheeks are like a tomato. She's just too focused on her anger to actually try.
Mhm.
She's like, yeah.
Toto is going to offer his shoulder if you would like to
Do not
lean,
like-
if you need help.
I'll be fine. Thank you. And I just give Mev a kiss on top of head. You did good.
I will cut your hair in your sleep.
Yeah. Is that a threat? child.
It can be.
Oh yeah? What you gonna do? Huh?
You're very mean, and I don't want to talk to you. Nah.
Take to you.
All right.
The children.
So, you make your way back to back to the barracks. At this point, it's about mid-afternoon.
Yeah, we go back to the barracks, and Mevalier, to the guard is like, "Hello, we were here before. This is my friend. They said that he could stay here. I was wondering if I could just stay with them, so they are not lonely."
You'll have to bring it up with the captain, but I would assume that's fine.
Mev is going to turn to the rest of the group. All right, bye-bye. Get out.
Actually, I look up to the guard. Marian here's coming with us too.
What?
Is
He's
that
coming with us.
Why?
Because I was supposed to do something with him this morning, and we weren't able to do that. It's very sad. I know, Mev, I know. I'm still your best friend, it's okay.
So what are you guys going to do in the meantime? I mean, you have a whole day to wait.
I'm not entirely sure. I assumed that the town militia would want our hand in rounding up the insurgents, and so we'll be busy all day doing that. But I'm not sure what to do with my day now, I'm afraid. I might.
My heart wavers a bit. Think I might spend some hours in prayer.
I think I might relax at the beach and be in my own mind for a little bit, and who knows, maybe perchance
Finish
crab
washing the dicks off your face.
could walk across my path. Yeah, how are the dicks on my face? Have they faded throughout the day?
They faded a decent amount.
Does Havelock say that aloud? Or is that Anna?
That's Anna.
Come on, it'd be so funny though.
I will join you at the beach.
Listen, as far as Havelock knows, he does not know too much about those. She could assume they washed off throughout the day.
They're still there. You can look at my face.
Yeah, but he doesn't know if you know that they're there.
Mev's going to turn to Kindling. What about you?
What? I wanted to hunt insurgents down, but that seems unavailable. So, I suppose I'll stand in a corner for the next few hours.
You're going to stand in a corner by yourself and not do anything?
Are you a Warforged in disguise or something?
No.
Do you want to come with us too? The more the merrier. I'm sure they got the beds for it.
You know what? Sure.
I don't think they will allow all of us.
They'll allow all of us, or we can just go sleep in the inn.
That is not an option for you. You know,
That is an option
Kindling,
for me.
how about you and I go to the inn and we can have fun? We could have an eating contest.
You better
Smart.
have waffles for me in the morning then, kid.
We will
favorite.
go do that. Yes.
Yes.
Mavalier's not even waiting. She's gonna take Kindling's hand and they're gonna go off to, I guess, gorge themselves on food.
Mm-hmm.
Please, make sure that your backs are covered. Who knows what could even be in that food? Again, Havelock, your face is a target right now. In this town, technically, we do not know. It could even be their hunting ground.
They've still never once seen me, so I'm gonna be eating.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a really weird question.
Hmm?
Do you have storage space, or is there anything inside of you? And I'm just gonna like tap, tap, tap on your chest.
Squirrels.
He's
The
not
only
Bender
thing-
from Futurama, excuse me?
Unfortunately, I do not. However, I do have a bag. Just takes it out this
Like a normal
sack.
person.
I love the idea of I do in fact have external storage space rucksack. It's very funny.
And if I need to hide, I'll just hide in the bag.
Affirmative.
How big's
It
the
should
bag?
be able to fit you. Maybe.
Okay.
You already know where to
If
find
you
us.
crush his bones.
This is gonna turn into some Five Nights at Freddy's shit.
Thinking of with a circus baby in the storage casing for children. She's gonna climb in there and hide.
Oh my
Clink
god.
clunk.
Well, that's apparently a thing in Security Breach as well, but anyway. So,
Oh, that's it. That's SBC game.
fireworks, weird. Okay. So, I assume you guys do your various things through the afternoon.
Yeah.
Ooh, while I'm at the beach, can I try crab fishing?
Sure. Make a nature check.
I'm gonna be with Aki, but I'm gonna be praying,
Okay.
or relaxing,
Um,
meditating, and praying.
I'd like for Kindling and Mav to make Constitution saves to see who won.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. Yeah!
So,
She's tiny, but her stomach is a bottomless pit.
so Aki, you are able to catch a few crabs. It's not very plentiful, the beach. You can kind of see why they don't really fish in regards to it. Given the waters just don't appear to be good. Mevlair and Kindling, technically, Mev wins out just by the amount of food, but technically it's a draw as well because the innkeep just stops you from like eating. It's like, no, you're going to eat my stores through. No, we're stopping this.
What's the food, by the way?
Okay.
Various meats and veg.
Okay. Fresh?
No. Salted.
Salted pork?
How much was all the food?
We'll put it as 2 silver for both of you.
Okay.
Cost of victory.
So... I'm gonna give her an extra one because that makes it even. I can't.
You're a good eater. I dislike you less now.
You disliked me before?
Yes, very.
But why? I
You're-
like you.
Found you annoying.
Fucking
And why
got
is that?
I'm not quite sure. I would chalk it up to not being used to people like you. But I'm working on it.
So you are a big grumpy pants and you blamed that on me.
No, I dislike you because I'm a big grumpy pants. And I'm trying to be less grumpy, but still have pants. Ignore my skirt.
Alright. Then if you're trying to be less grumpy, and I'd quite like if you liked me. You know, maybe we could do something you like to do. Maybe you have some hobbies.
Right now, other than eating, I just really like fighting. and that doesn't seem like an option here.
What if we sparred?
Are you sure you can spar?
Of course I can. I'm a very, very tough person. Did you see me lift that giant wood thing? I am very strong. Just Hemlock makes me really, really mad.
I'll trust you.
Okay, we should go somewhere clear.
Alright.
Mev once again, once everything's like cleaned up, grabs Kindling's hand and just tugs him along to go find a clearing.
Okay. Of which there are many.
Woohoo! Yeah, we're gonna find a clear space. Maybe a little ways just like on the outskirts of town so that we don't bother anyone. There's no trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna suggest the barracks.
No, I do not want to see Hemlock right now.
Understood.
Okay, so we are using weapons, I think?
I don't
Yes.
I don't have much in the way of weapons, but I'll try.
Okay, right. And I'm guessing we're just gonna do this kind of like an arena thing, 60 feet apart.
Sure.
Thanks, Tom. I'm sure that you weren't planning for this.
What tipped you off?
Alright, I'm sorry, I just took control. Let's put both our tokens down.
Oh, you want to do it proper? Okay.
Yeah, I want to do it proper.
Okay, if that's the case, farewell, Dix. I said farewell, Dix.
You can't get rid of the runes of power.
They're too powerful. Simple as that.
Exactly.
The smug aura mocks me.
Like, I kind of need... Oh, wait, I know why.
You're on the wrong layer.
Oh no, you got rid of the Havelock Forest.
Yeah, whatever. It's... Okay.
Aww.
Yeah,
There's two of them.
yeah, that's fine.
Surprised there were two all along.
50, so back. There we go. That should
Got
be
my done.
60. Yep, alright.
Uh.
Turn on the battle music, Thomas.
Okay.
Somebody once told me.
I just assumed that you guys wanted some fighting, so there we go then. Meanwhile, while this is
Thank
going
you.
on, Marine and Havoc just having a nice little conversation. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Very
the two
nice.
of you roll initiative then.
Alright. Thank you for entertaining me.
And fucking Koto and Kariz going on the beach like, what do you think clouds are?
Alright.
So,
Obviously all of this damage is non-lethal.
yes. Okay,
Oh, of course.
Kindling, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna go all the way, use my 30 feet to move here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna hold my action for a melee attack.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
your turn, Neverland.
Alright. I'm gonna get in close. Obviously, he held his action, so I'm guessing that he goes first.
He gets an attack on you, so go
Yep.
ahead and do a single attack roll.
Okay. I whip out a quarterstaff and try to block.
Jesus Christ, you did max
Try to
damage.
Miss.
Oh,
Yep. You just hit Mevalaire's armor. She does not flinch at all. It doesn't seem like you actually hurt her.
Okay, so that was his held action, so now it's obviously you've done your movement, so now you've got your action.
Alright. Mev is gonna go ahead and go for an attack with her glaive.
Okay. 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna hit. That's 5 points of
And
slashing
then-
damage.
I'd like to do action surge.
Of course.
And hit him again.
16.
another. Yep,
That's
that's another hit.
that's 15 points of damage total.
Sweet.
She's a figurator.
I don't think I can do anything else right now because I don't have an offhand.
Mm-hmm. Well, you won't be able to anyway. Glaives are two-handed.
Yeah, you're right. It's fine. Go ahead, continue.
Okay, kindling.
That's...
Back at me.
Fuck her up.
Think about this. Hold on.
Yeah, I sense I've made some kind of mistake.
Killing recognizes that's Mav is no slouch, and let's try it again. Both two-handed.
Two-handed.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
Fucking-
How much dex does she have?
She actually has a -2 to her dex. It's her armor.
Yeah.
Oh, are you in like heavy armor?
Yeah, she wears heavy armor.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So you just want to check. Ooh, wait, hang on a second. I think. Because if you've got the glaive, which is two-handed, you can't use the shield.
Is the shield just auto-putting AC on?
Yeah, it's automatically adding to. One sec, let me just.
Alright.
That would bring your AC down to a 16, which means that first hit would have hit.
Alright, that's fine. I didn't know that it was doing it automatically.
Yep, so
Alright.
go ahead and knock 8 points off yourself, Mevalair.
That's fine.
And it is your turn.
Awesome. Yeah, you go to swing. Mevalair just, like, for someone who says that she's very clumsy, she just slides out of the way and she's gonna go ahead and hit you again.
Oh no.
14
Ooh,
for 11
14.
points.
Okay.
That just hits, and yeah,
Are you still up?
I am still up.
Okay.
Alright. Yep, that will end my turn for now because I can only do action surge once.
Per long rest.
Since I'm in danger now, I am going to rage.
Okay.
You're gonna. Oh my god, okay.
Let me just double check what all the raging is. Do.
Grr, I am angry.
You do additional damage, you have advantage on strength checks, you can, calls it? You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
I'm also gonna attack recklessly.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that
Yeah.
means with advantage.
Yeah.
14, that misses.
Wow.
Alright.
You sort of watch as Kindlin's hair like begin to like stand on it, you know, like how a cat is when it's ready to fight.
Yeah.
And you just watch, he just like slams it down, and you just able to just skillfully dodge out the way as it slams into the ground hard.
You know, you were questioning if I was able to do this. But now I'm kind of questioning you. Just like a taunt.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and attack once more. Is it rage or reckless that I think gives me advantage on it?
You get advantage because he did reckless attack.
Okay. So advantage.
17 hits.
Though you
And-
are resistant to slashing, so that's half, so 3.
But I had 1 health point, so you win.
Oh!
Yeah, typically
Okay.
barbarians rage at the start of a fight.
Yeah. Then Mev, in the final blow, sensing that Kindling is about to go down, flips her glaive around and just knocks him over the head with the stick.
Yeah, just like you just like twirl it around and just like you just put the blood end like and it smacks him in his forehead.
That was fun.
He just falls back first, and just goes, "All right, I can't dislike you anymore.
Really?
It really.
Oh, that's so great! And she like kneels down and hugs you. We can do this anytime you want, okay? We can practice.
Good. Now, what next?
Well, I think you need to lay down.
Good idea.
Yeah, Mevalier will go ahead and sling your arm over her shoulder, and she'll take you back to the inn to rest.
Okay. So, does anyone do anything during the night then?
I sleep, but I would like Marine to keep watch overnight.
Marine shall do so.
Okay, what are you keeping watch for?
Anything suspicious, like someone entering that shouldn't be entering.
Okay. So, you... what you call it? You kind of just sit there and wait. You do hear, like, footsteps. And as you're sort of, like, settling down, the door opens. And V-Roy also, like, sticks his head in. Right, I heard that you had an addition.
Indeed.
Just thought I'd let you all know that we are heading out in our little journey to the insurgents.
Good
Of course.
luck.
Thank you. We'll be back by the morrow. And just closes the door. Right, so if there's nothing else, you all rest for the remainder of the night and wake up again in the morning. Is there anything that you all wish to do?
I suppose we're all going to reconvene probably at the barracks.
That seems to make sense.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Tom.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't have time to say it. During the night,
Yes.
can I get out that orb I'm carrying and just study it?
Sure.
And just like look like deeply in it, see if I can like figure out what it does.
Sure. Make a... Let's go with an Arcana check.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, click.
22. You know it's a magical component for something that's much bigger at this. But you're not too familiar.
Okay.
Oh, can I stop by Leatherworkers or Tailors?
There is no leatherwork or tailor in this town.
This is backwater town.
Smallest town on the continent.
Okay, then just heading towards the barracks.
Okay. So you make your way to the barracks. Is that someone speaking in the background, or is that someone speaking to us? I can't tell.
I think that's neat.
Yeah, I think that's Nate speaking to someone in the background. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So,
He's not speaking English, so.
mhm. So you make your way to the barracks. Seems like a relatively normal day. Havelock and Marine, you guys also leave the barracks just to see if anything goes on. About 20 minutes later, you see movement near to the jungle. You see 3 figures walking out of it. As they approach, you recognize one of them as Vroy, and the others are 2 guards. All 3 of them bloodied, but very much alive.
Is the Leon in there?
No, he is not.
Okay.
But eventually, he arrives at the barracks, just so, like, face rather stoic, and, his hair is a mess and everything. He's there like, oh, I suppose we were a little bit delayed on our return.
Are you
Alright.
okay?
I suppose it's good that you could make a return.
Yeah, so unfortunately we lost 2 of our men. Small price to pay for a large victory, so to speak.
And I pull out my water skin and go, here, be wrong, regain your strength, and I hand him the water skin.
He just takes it and just chugs it before handing the now empty water skin back. Because of that, we were...
But you're, Nick, you going?
No, you first.
No, I was literally going to ask what you're now saying.
Well, with the map that you provided, we were able to get the drop on them. Weren't able to kill all of them, but we killed a sizable portion, including their ringleader. So, with any luck, they are now too weak to be a threat. As far as I'm concerned, even though we lost 2 of our men in the fight, that is still a victory.
What of their bodies? The 2 men that were lost.
We are, as you can see, are in no state to gather the bodies, but we have clearly marked them. And I'll be sending some soldiers out immediately once I've dealt with myself a little bit to retrieve the bodies of the insurgents and of our men. Rest assured they will not rot in that jungle.
Right. Kota's going to bend down. He is going to offer his aid to the men as possible. He looks visibly upset.
Yes, and, what's his name? Akris will also help the men with their injuries as well.
Alright, so you spend the next couple of minutes just tending to the injuries. They've got some pretty bad wounds, but not life-threatening. During this time, Vroy organizes several soldiers to head into the jungle with directions on where to go.
Are they still camped out there? Is it not dangerous still?
It was a route, and while we weren't actually able to get to the camp fully, we got to a clearing, assumingly nearby, where we came upon them, seeming like they were scouting of something.
So, did you manage to find the camp proper then?
No, but with what we've got here, what will probably happen is, once we have spent a bit of time recovering, we shall stage another assault. If they've moved off by then it's no worry for me, given that, I think, so it looks to the other 2, I think, including the leader, that was 6 that we killed? Yeah, about 6, yeah. About 6. Which is a sizable portion, given the size of the town. Needless to say, this is a crippling blow for them, so they'll either have to atone for their crimes or head elsewhere.
And, what of the body of the insurgent spy? Were you able to find her?
We could not find the insurgent spy's body. I don't know what they did with it, and frankly, I don't care.
You said you were sending a team to
He's already done that while you were dealing with his wounds.
Yeah.
Gotcha. If it is alright, may I assist?
I was actually hoping to give you and your compatriots a different job, actually.
Hmm?
If you're willing
What
to
does it
take it.
entail?
Whatever helps bring order and peace and justice, then yes, of course.
Well, it's less so to do with the town. Captain Luca, he's stable, and obviously he will make a recovery, but I would much rather him be safe in Magin. I was hoping that you would aid in transporting him over there.
Well, we would agree to that, but unfortunately we don't really have much in the way of transport.
That will be supplied. I shall arrange for a horse and a cart to be used, and consider this part of the reward, that once you have brought him to Magin, the horse and cart is yours to keep.
What do you all think?
I think that we could do that. I mean, Aki hasn't found much here anyways. We'd need to move soon.
Indeed, I am somewhat running out of funds. I'm not sure how long we can stay here until we're sleeping under the stars.
Indeed. I feel like someone may get restless too if we keep staying.
Indeed.
I think we can do it, yes.
Good, good. If that's the case, make whatever arrangements you need. We shall prepare the cart and anything else we might need. And about 20 minutes should do for this.
Alright.
Got it.
Also, before we leave, I did want to ask a question of you, be right?
Of course.
About the former militia. Now, if I recall, their flag was depicted a chest floating in water, yes?
Yes.
Now, I'm guessing, is that based off reality or just a figment of imagination?
It is the harsh reality of Toh, the wastes of the endless sea.
Okay. I was curious because in one of my first days here, I came across, from Sal's repositories, a mysterious artifact, and he said he found it in a smashed chest broken up at sea, and I imagine those two may have been connected.
I would very much doubt that. It signifies just the fact that we have various amounts of salvage and such come through to Toh.
Ah, okay, I understand. Right. Thank you for clearing that up. That would have dogged my mind for days. Thank you.
Of course, if you have any other questions, I would be happy to answer them best I could. It's the least I can do.
Yes. So, what is happening with the family of the spy in the aftermath of this?
Through a bit of investigating, we've found out that the insurgent spy doesn't have family in tow.
So what, so she came from again or out of town?
No, it's... The old militia were driven out when most of the current militia were but children.
Ah, so was she the child of a former militiaman?
It would appear so, yes.
Well, there's a motive then. Okay, well, I don't seem to have any other further questions. Thank you for providing the horse transportation and for bringing this to a bloody yet seemingly conclusive end. Thank you. Thank you very much, Leroy.
Of course. Make sure your preparations are complete, and we shall ensure ours are as well.
Okay. Then I will start heading towards the inn.
Okay. So, do any of you guys do anything for your preparations?
Is there... Do we know how far it is to Megan?
You personally aren't too sure. Koto and Aki do, because that was in conversation when they first visited.
Okay. Because I was just gonna ask if we should get like rations or something. Sorry, I was looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell Mevalaire the information that is needed, and she can discern whatever is needed.
It's about a day's travel.
It's a day's travel. I mean, then we don't really need to grab anything. Just collect our stuff, make sure that we're good to go.
Right.
I would like to head back to the crab man, see if he has any flasks, like I had asked last time we were there.
Okay. So, you head to Sal's Salvage. You ask about for some flasks, like, I actually do. Just reaches over with his normal hand this time, just grabs a it almost looks a little bit like a rum bottle, but it's metallic.
Ooh, looking fancy. How much you looking for it?
How much do you want to pay for it?
Friends, I'm not gonna try and cut you cheap. What you want for it?
2 silver?
2 silver it is. Here you go, man.
I imagine whoever this belonged to was fed up of breaking their rum drinks.
I mean, probably. When this is full, it'd probably hurt if you got hit in the head with it, though.
Oh, most definitely. It was full when I grabbed it.
Full of seawater, I'm guessing?
Very much so.
The best drink in the house.
Well, I mean, if seawater doesn't affect you, kind of.
What was that, my friend?
Nothing.
Uh-huh, yeah. You sure about that?
Thank you for
saltwater
doing
suckers.
business.
Alright, goodbye. Going back to the inn, as soon as I get back, I would like to pay for a basket of butter to be sent to him.
Butter?
Oh my god.
Why?
Oh, for fuck's sake! For fuck's sake!
Like, that's a threat. That's threatening.
That is.
Yeah.
For a full basket of... I wanted to say exotic butters. 6
Could be exotic
copper.
butters if
They
you
would
wanted
not
to
be
be.
Exotic butters.
surely.
It'd be about 6 copper for a basket of butter.
Oh my god.
I'll send 2.
Okay.
You're demented.
I killed somebody. You know this.
Oh my god. Mevalaire doesn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, does anyone else have any planning?
Oh, I've got another question I want to ask V-Roy, but apart from that, no.
Okay.
I did want to just quickly find the person who led me to Cho, the gnome or halfling.
Okay. Yep, you find him, Guido.
Oh, also, oh no, you go ahead with Maui's thing.
Yep. Oh, my dog's barking at. Dog's barking at something. Give me a second.
Bark, bark. We love the threatening aura of Havelock.
He is the most, like, I suppose, like, unpredictably violent of the group.
True.
Oh my god.
Like, you're not quite sure if you meet him if he's gonna say hello or glass you.
Sniped
Okay.
through the
Probably
fucking
both.
neck with Eldritch Blast, and now sending a friend 2 baskets of exotic butters.
Do you think he'll get it?
I
That,
hope
like,
so.
that, like, you're a crab man, you'd be delicious basted in butter.
Hi, Tom.
Okay, I'm back. So it was you gonna find Guido, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you do find him. He's currently like treating what looks to be some deer hide at the moment.
Gito, how does the day treat you?
Oh, it's doing well.
I just wanted to stop by to thank you again for me and some partners will be heading out of town soon.
Ah, you leaving?
Yes.
Ah,
Just wanted to thank you for guiding me and all the help that you've given.
yeah, you did most of the help there, buddy.
Right. And I had one question.
Sure.
Have you been living here for long? Are you familiar? Or just these parts?
Only about 5 years.
Are these insurgents, I think your people called them?
Mm-hmm.
Is conflict wont to bloodshed often here?
Not really. I mean, I've ran into a few of them, but they tend to leave me be.
Oh. You just nod. Right. Again, I wish you well. Hopefully, maybe fate will cause our paths to cross again.
Hopefully it's not when I'm nearly in the belly of a panther this time.
Who knows? Maybe that will lead to another health for which we can do business with.
It's not worth nearly being eaten for, buddy.
Fair enough. Good luck. Koto's going to head back towards his friends.
Okay. So, what was it that you wanted to do, Ned?
No, it was just, because I'm guessing we're going to see VI before we leave, huh?
You can assume.
Okay, I'll leave it till then.
Okay. Well, we get to the then. Because everyone's done all their stuff. So, at this point, you arrive back at the barracks. You can see Viroy is not in his armor now, wearing his white tunic. He has bandages up in a few areas. And they've just, it appears that they finished loading up the cart, which has a sort of like a tarp above it. And a single grey horse is at the front of it. As you sort of approach, like, well, you made it on time, good.
Indeed, we weren't going to be late for this.
Of course. So before this, I need to give you the remainder of your rewards beyond this when it's done. So, like, hands you a small pouch. In there is 60 gold. Consider that your payment, which you can pass around to everyone for aiding with it. And you said you're not familiar with Karmora, so here. And he hands you a rolled up bit of parchment. As you open it up, you see that it is a map of Karmora and the Isle of Tended Earth. And a little bit of the area around it, which I'll move over to here.
Woohoo! A map!
Oh my god, we finally got a map. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, look, I found us.
I'm the map.
Right here.
Oh my days, we're out. Karmora.
Yay!
Yeah, so as you see, if you simply follow the road, you'll be there in about a day.
Not too complicated. Okay. Now, I had one last question of you, Virai.
Of course.
When I first stepped foot in this land, it was in a seemingly long abandoned druid grove. Do you know anything about any possible druidic tribes who may have lived in these jungles and where they may have moved?
Yes, there was a druid tribe here long before Toe even existed. Unfortunately, the druid tribes are sort of a dying breed here in the north, with the Republic claiming more and more of the forest area. They have decided to head southward to the area, sort of like points to the forested area near the Orford River. They probably are more residing around there or the Morag. Beyond that, the Isle of Tended Earth, far in the north, is a potential one as well.
Interesting. Shame to see their world disappearing, but interesting.
I'll go to possibly roll a history check to see if he knows of any druidic tribes that come from that northern island.
Sure, make a history check.
If I've heard any stories. Where's history? There it is.
15. While you've never been to the Isle of Tended Earth, you are familiar that they, even though, like, they're more civilized, they still follow some older teachings, which does mean that they do have a significant druid presence there, albeit localized in several forests.
Right. I've heard musing stories, as well as explanations that may point towards some druidic tribes residing on the Isle of Tended Earth, the forest. It is up to us, depending on where we go, but
North of here, yes.
I can say we could maybe find some druids there. There's most likely.
Oh, yes.
The south is also an option, though, because the sea stands between us and that.
Yes, if you want to head to the Isle of Tended Earth, you'd need to go to one of the ports, either Fothram, Port Mar, Port Ember. I wouldn't recommend a Port Honor.
Why ever not?
The south of the Morag is somewhat lawless. Due to how difficult it is to get through, the Republic doesn't have as big a hold on it as they would like.
I just imagine like Mev and Havlor's go, I wouldn't say lawless.
Actually,
Yeah.
roll perception.
Lawless doesn't sound too bad. So, let's go to.
I'm sure that we can find a ship somewhere.
Well, if we're heading south, we may just run into druids on the way there. But maybe it would. Maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's get to our destination before we make any decisions.
We have more immediate problem to take care of at this moment.
Right.
Speaking of which, do you have some sort of contact or destination to which the captain here is to be delivered?
Yes, of course. He hands you a sealed letter. When you arrive in Magin, find the barracks for that area. Ask for a Captain Liavor. She'll be able to look after him.
Can you spell Liavor for me, please?
Liavor.
Thank you. Nice.
There is also one additional passenger, but I assure you he won't be an issue. And as he does that, like the cart moves slightly, and just see Yen to like stick his head out. Hey,
Hello.
Good day to you.
yeah,
So I'm
don't.
guessing we're taking you.
Patience.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
guessing we're taking you as far as McGinn as well.
yeah. I'll make my own way back though. I just need to. He pulls out the bowl that he was using before. Hydrate and everything.
Understood.
Now
Are we ready to depart, mate?
So just as you're aware, as you look in the cart, there isn't really enough room to sit in the cart without stepping on the captain.
That's all right. How many seats are in the front? Like, as in, like on the bench where the reins are.
There is. I'm trying to remember. Like
It should be 2.
2. Yeah, there's just enough space for 2.
Okay.
Then we've got the fucking body of the captain just taking over the floor of the cart.
Yep, it's the cart is very similar to like the carts in Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
We just tie him up in a sack, sling a rope round him, and drag him behind.
I will walk alongside the cart. You all can. We can figure out the space situation from there.
I shall walk alongside it as well.
Also, just for kindness, does the horse have a name?
No, it doesn't.
That's something else we can figure out as well.
You do not name your beast. Interesting.
Oh, we didn't name this one. It was a wild horse that was broken in only a few months ago.
Oh, understood.
That's really sad.
Is there anything else that you may need from us then?
No, that's about it.
All right. Thank you for your help. I hope things work out. And I hope no more men meet the blade.
I would hope so as well.
Indeed. No more than necessary. And I hope now this bloody mess is over, peace can return. Thank you very much for everything you've done. And I will go over to the horse, give it a tap on the side, and I will jump up and sit in the bench at the top.
Okay. So, you spur the horse onward towards the town of McGinn, taking one last look at the town which, while with a few hostilities here and there, had welcomed you seemingly in open arms. So, yeah, this'll probably be best. I need somebody. Let's go with Ed, because you're driving the horse. Roll a d8 for me.
Oh no. 1, 2, 3, roll.
Okay. I'm scared.
These are always
Same.
pain. These are never not pain.
So, is there anyone that's keeping an eye out as well while you're traveling?
There should be.
I assume me and
Kidling's doing it, he says.
Kinley,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Good man, Kidling.
he's volunteered as tribute.
use your cat instincts.
Yep, perception.
Okay.
13 perception.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. You travel on for the first few hours of your journey. It's mostly silent, and while the terrain is hilly, you do make good progress. The terrain begins to get a lot more, like, much deeper dips in the hills and a few valleys. Kindlin, as you go past a lower area, you hear growling coming from your right.
Oh, piss.
You sort of like look over. You see a pack of 7 wolves. And on top of those walls, you see goblins riding them.
Not you bastards.
The lead goblin so like rears the wolf up like a horse, and they charge towards you. And that's what we're gonna call it for this session because my dogs are being gassy.
Woo! Session 3. Session 3.
We're gonna get some real combat next session.
Yep.
The very start.
Oh, yeah.
I had combat planned for this session as well, but you know, things don't go that way sometimes.
Wait, what was supposed to be the combat?
I'm not saying.
Okay.
Man. Yeah, I don't think any of us... I feel like it kind of went in a completely different direction when Havelock decided to shoot the spy.
Pew
Yeah.
pew.
There was a lot of directions it twisted in. I'm not gonna say anything in regards to like the thing about it. That can be for much later. But it's like I was just there like, okay, they're going down this trail, and there they go down that trail. All right, and now they're going up that way, and okay, now that I'm just gonna let them do this, whatever.
I
yeah.
could see the fear in your eyes, Tom, as I said, I apologize to the party for what I'm about to do.
Fucking
I was just kind of there like, oh.
Oh.
And then it's not.
Oh.
And then it's like, oh no.
When your plans go awry because of yourself.
Listen, I might just need to fucking get her to multi-class into a ranger, give her the sharpshooter feat. Clearly, this is what Havelock is meant to do.
Fucking...
So
Just... Jesus fucking Christ.
yeah. So what was people's favorite part in the session then?
Yes, we have to go in order.
Yes.
So, Mally.
Wait, what's the order?
It's Mally.
Okay.
We just go top to bottom and shaft.
Yeah.
If it doesn't respond in time, then we'll just go down one.
Oh, I was muted.
Yeah.
Just give me 2 seconds to think.
No think, only reply.
I think my favorite part of the session was the feeling that I got towards the beginning before Havelock went to explore a little bit deeper.
Mm-hmm.
The how we are coming upon the information and how it was going felt very cool and interesting to me. I don't know. It felt like we were trying to solve a case, like for real.
Yeah.
And I was genuinely like, okay, well then what if then that doesn't work? What if this is like what should we do to figure this out? How do we
Mhm.
I really liked that.
Mm-hmm.
That feeling I got. That's definitely my favorite part.
Okay, that's Nate. I know he can only typey type. So I guess while he typey types, we'll go to Darnwell because it's going to take a while for Nate to type. Otherwise,
Yep.
I think he just finished typing
He
it out.
talked in nothing.
Uh,
In the square box.
the sparring session.
Yeah?
Really wanted to demonstrate Kindlin's character, and it came out right. According to what he says here.
I did like the mystery aspect and like us figuring out that our number one suspect was just a red herring. Though also
Yeah.
I did fucking love when everything kind of went belly up.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, that was a great moment.
All right. Ed, what about you?
Yeah, I loved the sort of the whole mystery coming to a head and kind of the whole thing of like, haha, it was someone you didn't expect, some rando at the fucking fair. That was cool. Because, I mean, to be fair, all arrows did kind of point to Vroy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he had the most to gain out of all this. And yeah, I really liked it. Also, Spyro match was cool, and little moment I adored was Akrisk trying to explain to Koto what all the drawings on his face were.
Mm-hmm.
So they weren't like runes of power. That was very funny. And going from she has blessed you with her runes to oh no, she has cursed you. That was very funny.
Yep.
I absolutely adored that. Yeah.
All right. What about you, Anna? Come on, let's get very arsey. Anna.
You might be muted. Yep.
No, I'm not muted. I'm here. Just thinking.
Think funkin'.
It's gonna sound really stupid, but getting to send exotic butters.
Jesus.
Listen, I can't wait for us to come back to this place and see if he remembers me and the exotic butters. Tom has given me Crab, and Crab has become my favorite.
It's like, it's you, the one who wants to eat me. Okay.
I remember you with the butters.
I had to go and buy fancy bread. They were delicious. Yeah.
And I guess Pete?
I'd love it if he just ate the butter on his own. That would be hilarious.
You probably did.
What was your favorite thing then, Peach, about the session?
I mean, I have so many things that I'd love to talk about, but definitely the runes of power were like the funniest fucking thing. I loved how Koto's like view on it shifted so rapidly from like, yes, a blessing, to oh my god, she's cursed you. That was the funniest shit. And I can't wait for them to like talk about it more, or for Koto to experience more pranks.
Mm-hmm.
There was one thing in the session that I didn't get a chance to comment on, where you mentioned doing something in somebody's sleep again, and I was like, what is this thing that she does in this? Like, why does that have to be asleep?
Mevalier threatened to cut off Havelock's hair in his sleep. Yeah.